Hi, I wanted to walk you through the Teal design mode so you can personalize the look and feel of your resume. So to do that, you're going to head over to design mode and you're going to see here my templates and the initial settings for the presentation of the resume. What we're going to do is we're going to load a new one so you can see that process. So you're going to click add template, and that's going to take you to our library of templates. When you click here, it's going to show you a live preview of the various templates that you could apply to your resume. And what you want to do is we'll go ahead and use this one, and you want to save the template. That's going to take these settings and bring them into my templates. And now you can modify it and change it however you'd like. If you want to go back to the default, you can reload it again. You can load as many as you'd like. So here we are in my templates, and on the presentation tab, you can change the font, you can change the line height of all the body copy, and you can also change the line height of the individual list items, just in case you wanted to have different line heights for the list items so they're a little more compact. You can change your accent color. You can put in a custom accent color if you'd like. And then your date formats. If you wanted to do something like just numbers or them written out in short or long form, you can do that. And then you've got a couple alignment settings. You can change where you want the header, if you want it to be centered or if you want it to be left. Your date alignment, it defaults to being aligned with the copy, but if you want to put it on the right, you can do that. And same with your locations. If you want to do that on the right, you can do that. And then if you want to adjust how your skills are rendered, we default to comma separated, so it's compact and tight. But if you'd like to show them as bulleted lists, as columns, you can do that. And you can control the number of columns. Sometimes it might break the layout if you have it in the side column on a 2-column layout. Just, visually adjust it down. But that's how you can control that. And if you've got categories, it'll group those as well. And then lastly, you've got some basic things like page setup. If you want to do an A4, more of a European or international paper style. And then, of course, your margins, you can control those as well. All right, those are the presentation settings, and those are kind of like what adjust the core elements of your resume. Next, let's talk about the sections. This is where you can reorder the information. So say you wanted to put your skills up at the top and you wanted to highlight them, you could do that. If you wanted to put your work experience above, you can do that. So that's just dragging and dropping. And then if you want to rename a section, so say, for example, we do volunteering and leadership because that's the category, but I don't have any sort of things. I just want to show my volunteering. So you can just go ahead, edit that, save that, and you can see that's now volunteering on the resume. It'll be volunteering. And then you can see that originally it was volunteering and leadership. All right, that's how you can rearrange sections and rename them. Next are some settings that control how the data is presented. So here you can see how you want to show location. If you want to show location by company, which is here, or by position. So it moves it down one row to the position. If you wanted to show none, you could do that as well if that's not relevant. But we'll go ahead and leave it at the company. Then it's how do you want to group your work experience? We say show work experience by. Some folks like to show company and then positions. And some people like to show positions and then with the company underneath it. Since it's data and you're manipulating the data, you can try different things or just do whatever works for you. It's ultimately what's most important is that you're confident and happy with how you're presenting your career history. So if you want to group it by position, you can do that. So here you can see position at WeWork, position at WeWork. When you do it by company, it's company, position, position. All right, and that's how you can change that. And then how you want to show your dates. If you want to show them, even though you have it grouped by company, but you want to show dates by position, you could do that. And if you want to do both, I don't necessarily recommend it, but it has come up, so we make it possible. And so you can change that, but we'll keep it out by company. And then same goes for grouping on degrees. It's really no standard way. Some people like to show degree, then institution, institution, then degree if you've got multiple degrees. So that's how you would change that here. So those are the settings. Everything I just showed is included in Teal for free. There are some templates that I didn't cover that are Teal Plus templates. I'll show you that. But everything I just showed is free. If you want to export, you have unlimited exports of PDFs of any of this stuff. Next, let's look at some advanced settings. Now, all the advanced settings are Teal Plus. And so we'd love your feedback on these. If there's other things you'd like to see in here, let us know. The goal is to really give you super granular control of the visuals so you can make kind of almost anything. So first is the bullets on the list. If you wanted to use dashes or chevrons or arrows, you could do that. and then separators, like in the headline or in between positions. Then you have text sizes, text weights, text transformations, vertical spacing, and borders. So text sizes are just that. If you want to make the body copy a little bit smaller, you could do that. If you want to make your primary headings a little bigger, you could do that. Secondary headings are like the positions. Those are all fully controllable here. And each template has its own settings, but then you can go in and modify them. And if you want to do something stylistically like neat and make the first name bigger, you can do that. Minor copy is these dates over here on the right. So you can play with them and you'll understand what each of them are. And then if you want to change the weights, now that I have that bigger, I might want to make that a little lighter, and like the full name, we'll go ahead and do extra light and do something stylistically. So those you have complete and total control over. Text transforms, again, let's say we want to do the name as all caps, do something kind of cool there. Minor, we could do all caps, change those to all caps, or if you want to do primary headings as all caps, that's all the company names. So you have complete control of that, and it'll be consistent throughout the resume. And then vertical spacing, if you wanted to change, spacing between the sections, you could do that. Spacing between the content, you can do that. Spacing between the companies and the positions. So all that you have total control over, and it applies to the entire resume. So it'll stay consistent. And then you've got these borders. So this is, this one particular template has this border at the top. If you want to make it thick and do something kind of neat, or just get rid of it altogether, you can do that. And then, below the headers, if you wanted to put one, you could do that. So some pretty cool stuff, and gives you complete and total control of the visuals. Those are the advanced settings. So coming back over to presentation, I wanted to show you some of the other templates that are in here. So this is one that looks a lot like the default template when you use Google Docs, which is great and clean, and we see a lot of people use it. But again, full and total control. Let's go ahead and save that. And if you go over to your sections, now you'll see that you've got two columns. And if we wanted to put the skills at the top of the main column, you could do that fully dragged and movable there. That's how a 2-column layout works. And then some of the Teal Plus layouts, these are some more stylistic or graphic design oriented templates. This one has a little more space on the left. This one has a lot of white space, so it's a little bit more bold design approach. But these are all the Teal Plus. You can see them for free. You won't be able to save them if you haven't upgraded your account to Teal Plus. So let us know how you like it. We are looking for lots of feedback. We put a lot of time and energy into this functionality. We understand how important it is to present a version of you that feels good and you're confident in. And we think that this really lets you do a lot of the things that are really important while still maintaining ATS compatibility in terms of parsability. When you download the PDF, you'll see you can drag and highlight all the text and paste it into like a text editor, which is kind of compliance for ATS parsability. But if you have any feedback, anything you'd like to see, let us know. Just hit this question mark here in the lower right. Email comes to the whole team, and we're excited to help you create the resumes that you're incredibly excited about and help you land those jobs. So let us know, and we hope you enjoy the features, and good luck landing that job you love.